Our final story of the day.
Uh-huh.
We're going to talk about the 2024 finalists for the World Video Game Hall of Fame.
Oh, and this is what the Museum of Strong Museum of Play in New York, Rochester. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the 2024 finalists for the Hall of Fame. Let's go through them. Tell me if you've played any of these, Michael T.
Okay. Yep.
We've got Elite, spiritual precursor to Elite Dangerous, I believe.
I have not.
Computer game, spacing and flying and whatnot. I've never played it.
What's the slideshow?
It's a screenshot of every game.
Is it?
Yeah. Is it not working for you?
Well, it is, but there's the first game in the... Oh, wait, never mind. There it is.
What's the problem?
I just missed it. I couldn't see it.
What did you see?
Asteroids.
Oh.
But it's in there. It's in the bottom right.
Yes.
Yeah, Elite. Never played it. Played Elite Dangerous. Not the OG.
Okay. I think this one's weird. Guitar Hero World Tour.
Yeah, never played that one.
You never played Guitar Hero World Tour?
No. Guitar Hero 2, but not World Tour.
World Tour is the one that came out after Rock Band.
Yeah.
That stole the Rock Band.
Yeah, never played it.
Yeah, why isn't it just Guitar Hero?
Why isn't it just Rock Band?
Well, Guitar Hero, didn't really invent the genre, but it kind of was the starting point for the genre. So it's a little weird to me that they went with World Tour. Because that was like, Rock Band's mode was called World Tour.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, well, we're going to add drums and whatnot to Guitar Hero, so we'll just call it Guitar Hero World Tour.
Yeah, they, when you go to the actual entry, it's just Guitar Hero.
Oh, so they probably just did a bad choice of the
cover art. Yep.
Cover art. Okay, well that makes more sense then. Myst.
Yep, played that. Makes sense that that's going in there.
Yeah, I agree too.
Yeah,
I've never played it, but I know it's like hugely influential.
Oh yeah, hugely influential.
So, actually, maybe I played it. It might have come on PlayStation.
Yeah.
So maybe I did play it.
Probably. I mean, it was a CD-based game, so.
Yeah. But it was also like an Apple card-based game or whatever the fuck it was. Where you had to click through the cards or however they designed it originally. So
it was a walking simulator. Go to one spot, look at the thing,
and then you hear a crunch and you have to go all the way to the other side of the fucking island to open the door.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I'm familiar. I'm familiar with Myst.
Yep.
Resident Evil.
Of course.
Dude, I remember when this game, I first rented it from Superior Video here in Kamloops, up the hill, and taking it home and being like, what the hell? This game is incredible. What the frig is going on here? And just having my mind blown about the immersive storytelling and the gameplay. It was fine back then. Nowadays it's like, oof, the tank controls are pretty bad. Can't fire when you're moving.
And this game was scary as hell when it came out.
Oh my god, I think it still is pretty scary because the controls are so bad.
Yeah, you just panic.
Yeah,
you just full on panic because you can't get turned around fast enough.
Think about the first time you go down that hallway and the dogs jump through the window.
Oh yeah, so scary.
Oh my god,
so scary. We the first time we played it, I took my PlayStation up to my buddy Fraser's house, and we had rented it from I think Movie Mart in Valley View.
Oh yeah,
and we threw it on, and man, everyone's just like, "Oh my god, what the hell?"
I know. I remember
freaking out.
Not Resident Evil, but we were playing at our friend Dean's house. We were playing some scary game. We're talking about playing a scary game and how scary it was, and his wife was like, oh, "I can't believe you're getting scared from a video game." Like, oh, I can't believe it. And I'm like, don't you get scared from movies? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, imagine you're playing the movie. Wouldn't that be scary too? And she's like, I guess so. So, Resident Evil, hugely influential. Created the survival horror genre, more or less. I mean, Alone in the Dark did come out before Resident Evil, but Resident Evil,
Alone in the Dark didn't kick it off.
No,
it was the OG, but it didn't really. It wasn't popular.
I had this exact Resident Evil 2, the long box PS1 release with the cardboard box. Oh my god, so crazy! Yeah, I rented it and then I had to buy it, and I beat it so many times because there'd be different scenes. If you do things in different orders, different things will happen.
Yep.
Like if you go straight to if you don't go right at the start, if you don't go into the room with the zombie, the first zombie, you know, that's eating, if you don't go in there and you go in another way, that zombie will just come into the other room and Barry will be like, what is that? And he'll like shoot it, you know? So it's pretty crazy.
It's blood. Maybe it's Chris's blood.
Don't
open that door.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So good.
Yeah.
This is a Japanese one.
It's
Tokimeki Memorial.
Yeah.
I don't actually know what Tokimeki Memorial is. So
Nope, never played it.
I can see it's from Konami.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about all I know of it. So I
Yeah.
can't really comment on it.
It's a cohesive narrative, colorful graphics, unparalleled depth of choice, and engaging gameplay to a dating simulator genre.
Oh, so it's like a visual novel.
Yep.
Okay. Must have been one of the early visual novel style games.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I can't really comment on it.
Me neither. Never played it.
SimCity.
Of course, classic.
Oh my God, SimCity. I played so much SimCity on the Super Nintendo, which was different than the PC one because it had added in. Well, I think there's natural disasters in the.
Yeah, there's
PC
always been natural
version.
disasters. Yeah,
But like in this one, I think Bowser can attack the city.
yeah.
And
Instead of Godzilla.
Yeah, and oh my God, I played so much of it.
The big box PC art was some of the classic big box PC art. That's one of the ones that I remember seeing in a store and I was like, oh my God, look at the art on this box.
I don't know why the fuck I like to play SimCity. Like you'd think when you're like Super Nintendo, what did it come out? Like 93 or something like that? I guess I would have been like 14, 15 or something like that.
Yep.
But like, why the fuck would I be like, oh, I can build a city? Cool. Let me do that. Like, why the fuck did I think SimCity was a good idea?
Yeah. It's just such a good idea. I don't know why. People just love that city simulator.
Maybe it was because I liked in the NES days when I played like Nobunaga's Ambition and Genghis Khan and stuff like that. Romance of the Three Kingdoms. That might have led into it, you know? Because I don't know why the fuck I would be interested in playing a city builder, but I played the shit out of it, dude.
Yeah.
I guess I liked sim games back then a lot. Like I remember playing Aerobiz. Multiplayer Aerobiz. Oh baby.
I never played Aerobiz. ActRaiser for sure.
Yeah.
ActRaiser was the first game I ever played on Super Nintendo.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah.
Start off with a bang.
Yeah. We rented one for.
You didn't play Super Mario Brothers? Like
no.
Super Mario World?
No.
Wow.
ActRaiser was the first one.
Crazy.
Because we had rented it for my buddy's birthday.
Yeah.
It was great.
You decided on ActRaiser?
Yeah, that's what we played. One guy would play ActRaiser, the other guy would be on the PC playing XCOM, and the other guy would be reading comics. And then we just rotate.
Wow. That sounds pretty good, actually.
It was a good time.
Yeah, I can believe it. I played SimCity 2000.
Yeah, I played more SimCity 2000 than regular SimCity.
It's probably a toss-up for me between the two. Because I got my PlayStation with SimCity 2000.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get a PlayStation until after it had been out for a while. So, but I never played it on PC, and I've never played any other version. Just those two. But I played at like my friend's house. It'd be like he's got Sim Farm, Sim Ant, Sim Earth. Like I think I played Sim Earth on the Super Nintendo as well. So
I don't think I ever played any of those except for Sim Ant. And I only played it a little bit in the computer lab in high school.
Oh, yeah. Sim Farm was cool because you could like fly the crop duster and stuff like that. Pretty fun.
Now they have Farming Simulator where you can do the same thing.
Yeah, but Sim Farm was better. Yeah, back in the day when I go to my friend's house and they'd have like Railroad Tycoon and stuff like that, I'd always play those.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why I got into those simulators, but whatever.
Yep.
Metroid.
Classic.
Yeah, I remember like this one talking about it on the playground at school and being like, I beat Mother Brain.
Spawned a whole genre.
Yeah, the Metroid. Vania. Though the name is not like Metroid is Metroid. Castlevania was not a Vania until like Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest? Because the first Castlevania, it's just like a regular level-based game.
Yeah.
But then with Simon's Quest, it adds like the sort of more Metroidvania-like stuff to it, you know?
Yeah.
Going back and like being able to go to different areas because you've unlocked it and it got different items to let you go there or whatever, you know? But this is old school gameplay where it's like, if you were to play it now, you would be just like, why does it not have the modern conveniences of like autosave or any of the stuff we're used to, you know?
Yeah.
But that's the way it was back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Bailey. Get Samus no suit. Justin Bailey code. Yeah, I played the shit out of this. I think I beat it one time.
I did not play the original.
Really?
Yeah. I only played
Super Metroid?
Super Metroid.
Which is arguably like 50 times better than Metroid.
Yeah.
But I played the shit out of Metroid. I didn't own it, but it would be one like trade with my friend or whatever, you know?
And I absolutely love the genre.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I really like Symphony of the Night.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I haven't really played anything beyond that. I mean, I played a little Rogue Legacy and whatever, but Symphony of the Night, yeah. Back on the PlayStation, I fucking wrapped that up like 100%, like 201 point whatever percent it is. I did it.
Yeah, you give me a Metroidvania roguelike, I'm like, oh,
yeah,
I'm in.
Yeah,
let's go.
Exactly. You don't know Jack?
Super huge, super influential. I mean, everyone still plays those games.
Yeah,
to this day.
I've played some on stream, not like I play with like a streamer. I've never played them as a standalone thing or whatever, but yeah.
And you don't know Jack, the originator of the Jackbox Party Pack games.
Yeah, I guess that's more what I've played than you don't know Jack.
Yeah, but I played the original You Don't Know Jack way back when, and it was so fun.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is great. Getting just absolutely roasted by the host. Love it.
Yeah, it's the Jackbox stuff is fun, so I can see where the influence has happened, you know?
Yeah, and they're on like Jackbox Party Pack like 10 now.
They're pretty easy to do.
Oh,
like, just record new audio and put in like public domain photos and videos and stuff like that. Like, you just need a good writer, basically. The games don't really innovate control or graphically, you know?
Yeah.
So they're pretty easy to crank them out.
Yeah.
The main thing is as long as the writing is good, they'll be fine, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, Asteroids. I had this on my 2600. I played the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I didn't play it properly, though.
What do you mean?
I didn't fly around.
Oh, you just sat in the middle and shot?
Yep.
I mean, that was the easiest way to play.
As soon as you start flying around, it's like, oh, game is over, baby.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I played the shit out of this. Those 2600 games, they're simple as fuck, but like when I had the 2600 way back in the day, like it didn't matter how simple they were.
Yeah, you played them.
It was just play it.
Used your imagination.
Oh, big time. Yar's Revenge, Asteroids, Missile Command. I loved Missile Command.
Robotron?
I never played Robotron.
No, that was one of my favorites.
I loved Missile Command. That was my favorite. Yeah. Defender.
Oh
my God. But yeah, Asteroids. And even the original, I never played the original arcade Asteroids, which was like vector graphics.
Yep.
Because that looked cool as shit.
Yeah, vector graphics are always cool.
Yeah. Which is a style, if you don't know. How would you even describe it? It's like light projected on the screen, kind of?
It's like a CRT, but a CRT does scan lines, right? So it starts at the top and moves to the bottom, whereas a vector-based graphics system shoots the beam and draws the graphics as it happens.
Yeah.
So not from the top to the bottom, but as
I guess kind of think about how like things are. Well, no, that's scan lines too. I was gonna say how things are created in Tron, but those are sort of scan line done too. Like you know the movie Tron where they are loading in something.
Yeah. That loads
like
in like a regular CRT. Whereas vector graphics,
it's like a laser show, but it's on the monitor.
Yeah. It's like a laser.
Yeah.
It draws as a laser. So there's one point of light that draws everything, and then persistence of vision takes over.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it just draws
Looks super cool.
as the lines, not top to bottom.
Looks super cool. But yeah, I played a lot of Asteroids, and be like, taking turns with my brother. Be like, when you die, you change. It's like, I'm not flying anywhere. No, you have to fly. The next one, this egg-shaped thing, Neopets. Did you ever play Neopets?
Played the hell out of Neopets.
Oh, did you really?
Yep.
Me too. I don't know how I got onto the Neopets, but I played a bunch of it. I still have my account.
Yes.
I can log into it.
Yep.
I have some valuable items on my Neopets account.
Yeah?
Yeah, because...
A lot of rare paintbrushes or what?
Yeah, and rare Neopets, but also like I would always buy like limited edition like crossover items. So it'd be like there's a thing with Nestle Crunch or whatever.
Yeah.
And you could buy like Nestle Crunch bars. But when the promo ended, they would always change them into like a weirdo item that was like a rare item because no one had them, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know if they actually have real money value for trading, but there's some stuff in there that I have that is not available.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I got onto Neopets because it's not something you'd think like
no
a dude would be playing. But I guess it was like early internet and it's like, whoa, check out this game you can play. It's totally free. Oh my God.
It's got a bunch of games in it.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just play games and games.
Yeah, so that's probably what it
feed
was.
your pets.
I wonder if I was playing Pokemon then. That might have had something to do with it too. It was probably after I started playing Pokemon Ruby. So the collecting of pets probably had something to do with it too. But yeah, I played a bunch of Neopets. I had a lot of fun playing with it. But it's also like, the game is like, I don't know if it's owned by the same people, but it was sort of like vaguely Scientologist based. Because like, yeah, the people that owned it were like Scientologists. So there was like, when you're younger, you don't really realize when you're reading some of this, it's like, that's kind of like Scientology philosophy we're spouting here. So yeah, I don't know if it's still like that, but I might log in when I go home.
Yeah, just to check it out, look around a little bit.
You know?
Yeah, it's still active. You can still do it.
Yep. Tony Hawk
Pro Skater.
How many hours of Tony Hawk Pro Skater did you play?
Tons.
Oh my God.
That game came out, you're just playing it nonstop.
Oh my God. So much Pro Skater. I did everything in that game. The PlayStation 1 one.
Yeah.
Because every level had challenges.
Yep.
So it'd be like collect and spell skate. Do like a certain value of a trick on this part of the level. Or do a combo this long or whatever. And I think I did it all. Like that was still in the era where it was like I didn't have my own money really. So it was like I got my one game or I saved up to buy my one game.
Yep.
And it was like, well, that's the game I'm going to play for the next 6 months.
Yeah.
And I will become a professional at it and I'll do everything in it. Because there was very few games that I got like that in the back in the day where it was like, no, I'm not playing this anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I think the only one I could really think of was that we got Back to the Future 2 and 3 on the NES. And that game is atrocious.
Yes.
Oh, my God. But yeah, just tricking around as Tony Hawk. Like, I didn't give a fuck about skateboarding. I didn't skate. I knew some skaters, but I didn't know what, like, what's an ollie? I don't fucking know. I mean, because of Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
You definitely know.
I know what an ollie is. I know what a nollie is. I know what a Christ Air is. Like all that shit. So yeah. And I continued to play skating games after that. Like Skate. Well, Tony Hawk's 2 and 3, American Wasteland, Skate 1 and 2, like all that shit.
Yep.
So good.
Very good.
Loved it. And then Ultima 1.
Ultima 1.
Lord British, I believe.
Lord British is right.
I never played Ultima 1.
No, I didn't either.
I never played Ultima 2.
Nope, me neither.
Or 3.
Nope.
Or 4.
Nope.
5.
Nope.
6 or 7.
Nope, neither.
Yeah. But dude, it was like right up my alley.
Oh yeah.
Like when I would see it, I'd be like, or I'd read about it in a magazine and they'd describe like, oh yeah, this is the Ultima. I'd be like, oh my God, the options are endless.
Yeah.
There's literally no end to this game.
When I was a child,
yeah,
there was a family who lived up the street from me.
Yeah.
They had a Commodore 64 and they had Ultima 3.
Oh, baby.
And I would just go there so I could watch them play Ultima 3.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's all I did.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever.
This
is the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Or reading about Ultima Online.
Yeah.
I wanted to play Ultima Online so bad back in the day because it was kind of like almost like EVE Online is now, where it'll be like weirdo things that you would not think could happen in the game would happen in the game.
Yep.
Because they didn't think of it or whatever. Like I remember reading about how there was going to be a Lord British was going to log in and do like a speech and someone snuck up behind him and killed him in the middle of the speech. And it was just like, wow, that's something that would happen in EVE Online. Like, you know, some intrigue or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was always like, Ultima, yeah.
Yeah, Ultima Online was one of those games where there was a market, an outside of game market for your items.
Yes.
So like you could sell plots of land for like hundreds of dollars or whatever it was. You could sell this blood spattered tile because it was the only blood splattered tile like this in the game.
Yeah.
For like thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
It was crazy. My buddy played it for quite some time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was like, "Yep, this is how you do it."
Yeah.
I tried to play it once and I was like, "This is garbage."
It was too late for you?
It was too late for me.
Yeah. You had to be there like during the
heyday for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, actually, I never got the chance to play Ultima Online. Like my first MMO, I think was Dark Age of Camelot.
Yeah.
And then it was all WoW basically after that, with a little dabbling with the Lord of the Rings. And I don't know if there's any other ones I've played really.
The only one I really got into was WoW.
I played a little EVE Online. Yeah, definitely the most was WoW. I almost want to just resubscribe so I can log in and do /played. See how many hours or days are on my hunter.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be in the hundreds.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to. But I'm afraid then I'll be like, oh yeah, wow, I'll play this for the next 6 months nonstop.
You won't.
You don't think so?
No, I tried.
Yeah, but you tried Classic.
Yeah, but Classic is where it's at.
Yeah, but no, you think it's where it's at. But when you go back, you're like, oh yeah, I remember. I remember this. I remember it took me like a year to save up to buy one horse.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, that was good times.
I remember I had the money to buy my horse when I leveled up to level 40.
Yeah.
I saved every fucking penny, dude. I sold every fucking thing.
copper.
And when I turned level 40, I had my horse, I think, before I was level 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my friends were like, what the fuck? How did you get your horse already? I'm like, I saved my money, dude.
Well, the horse wasn't the expensive part. It was
The
training.
training. Yeah.
Like 100 gold to
Yeah.
train to ride the horse.
Yeah. That was a lot of money back
Yeah.
then.
What a
Holy
game
shit.
changer, though.
But it wasn't even that fast. It was like 40%
Yeah. Still,
speed.
you got that horse and you rode it with
Yeah.
pride.
And
Or,
that was-
in my case, Raptor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was a Lions back then when I first got it. But then it was also like, oh, no, there's a river. I'm going to dismount. Because the horse can't ride through the river.
Yeah.
Oh, classic World of Warcraft.
What a good time.
Anyways, so let me see. I've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I played 7 of these games.
7?
Yep. I played Guitar Hero, SimCity, Metroid, Resident Evil, Asteroids, Neopets, and Tony Hawk. And I didn't play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
I've got 8.
Oh, really? So you played Myst.
Guitar Hero, Myst, SimCity, Asteroids, Resident Evil, Neopets, Tony Hawk, and Jack.
Oh, yeah. I never really played the You Don't Know Jack, so. I guess I'm just not as a rounded gamer as you.
I guess not.
Wow, okay.
I mean, that's only because I had PC. That's the only reason that I was able to play probably more games than you. Growing
I had a
up.
really shitty, like, free personal computer when I was younger.
A free PC?
But it was like 5.5 inch floppy or whatever size they were.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, we're going to play like, I don't know. I don't even know what games we had. Just some malarkey, basically. I never had a computer until like early internet days.
Yeah.
Like late PlayStation 1 times. So 97.
Yeah.
Something like that. 98.
I had my first one back in the 80s.
Yeah. It was like 98 probably when I had my first thing that I could play games on. And even then it was like, no, I'm just be on the internet instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways.
All right. That's it for the news.
Not much this week.
Not much this
Please
week.
forgive us.